Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled by Jordan Willis. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. On first down, this is Geis. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. On the ground, Geis. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Check. 380.
Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Check. 380.
The pitch to Fournette. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a 2nd one.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here's Hyde. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And his kick is good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to kick. Mahomes hit. He lost the football, but it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw, it's Bortles. The open man is Westbrook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
11.
Now this time Bortles will throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to the ground. This time it's high. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Let's go, let's go.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On the handoff, it's Geis looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 49 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. He'll get it up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Darius Geis with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to sling this deep down, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Geis. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this is no good. Close but no cigar. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A big run by the big man Fournette, 41 yards. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Hey.
From the gun, it's Bortles. His throw caught right around the 6.
Here we go.
First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit, a great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
That was a statement stop right there. Now forces the opposing head coach to answer this question. What do you do on 4th down?
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And it's a fumble. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now whistles here. And I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
372.
Shotgun now for Bortles. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. That's taken on the 25. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37th. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Geis. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now it's Breida. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Geis. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Left, left.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darius Geis, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Butker now to kick this one away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And an alley to run. He's got daylight. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Will that score you just added on the board, will it energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
This is Geis on a handoff left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now here's Mahomes. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And Butker able to put this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Chris Jones on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
This is Geis. Wiggles free. There he goes inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They get it to him running left. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They run with Geis. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. And the kick by Butker is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
They are in the 4th in Buffalo. The Bills, they are just continuing to pour it on. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And that one, Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, you're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Kansas City, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week